Hello everyone. So today we are going to do Leetcode daily challenge, rotate list. So in this question, we would be given with a linked list and a number k, and in that k number we would be given that how many times we are required to rotate this linked list. So as we can see that if the k value is 2, then we are required to rotate the linked list 2 times. That is when it was 1 to 5, then we rotated it once, and the 5 which was at the last, it came at the first. And then when again we rotated, then the 4 which was at the last, it came again at the first. So here, after seeing this, we could simply check that how the rotation is being ongoing. That is, whatsoever is at the last second position, means at the last kth position, it is now a new head in our answer linked list. So this we could analyze from this example, and the same goes ahead with this also. But here, one thing is that when the length of the linked list is simply less than the value of k, then what we are doing is we are simply doing modulo of that particular k value, and after doing that modulo, whatsoever comes up, then that particular is the number of rotation we are required to do. Here k value is 4 and our length is simply 3, right? So we can see that earlier the answer was 0, 1, 2, right? And then 2 came first, and then 1, and then 0. Again, is the same as that of the answer which was there. But then this 4 comes up, so it simply goes to back this particular rotation, I mean the first rotation itself, which is as per when we do modulo with, means when 4 is there, and when we do modulo with the length that is 3, then it comes out to be 1, right? So k value becomes 1. So what we are required to do is we will simply do k modulo length so that we get the new k value, and after that we are required to do rotation that much number of times. So here let's take the constraints, and the constraints are that 0 to 500. So yeah, we could simply check the whole list length, means we are not required to devise a solution which could be less than n. We could easily devise a solution of order of n time complexity, and regarding node values, we are not much concerned, and the k value could go till 10 raised to power 9. But again, the fact is that the linked list length is 500 only. So whatsoever we would be having the value of k, that is even it is 10 raised to power 9. But we are not concerned about it, because even if it would be 10 raised to power 9, we will simply do modulo with this value, right? So it will again come into the range of 0 to 500 only. So that's why we would be easily able to do our solution is 0 to 500 value of n. So this was about the discussion about this question. So let me give you a thought process about it, how we can solve it. So this is all what I explained you while explaining that question. So about devising the solution, how we are required that as it is a linked list, right? So as it is a linked list, so we are again required to keep the track of the pointer pointing towards the nodes, right? So that's why we require a new head variable, which would be a pointer, and new tail variable, which will be again the pointer only. And then we need to make our linear linked list as a circular linked list. While we would be making it as from linear to circular, so that we could easily go to that particular position, and then when we okay, that's the thing, but this is not the first thing which we are required to do, because before that what we need is we need the length of the linked list, and when we get that length of the linked list, then we can make it as a circular linked list. But after getting the length of the linked list, then next step would be to simply to that particular point means length minus kth node and then make that particular as the new head. When that length minus kth node will become our new head, then at that point what we will be doing that now we got the new head of the answer, right? Then we simply need to make the tail pointing to null. Basically, when we get to that particular new head, right? So our tail would be simply pointing towards a node which is just before our head. Basically, what I'm saying is that see, when we are having this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and k value is 2, right? So this should be our n minus kth value, right? And where is the length of the linked list, right? So our tail would be simply pointing toward here, right? And our new head, we will be simply make it point to the node which is just tails next. So our new head would be simply pointing towards here, right? And as we have earlier made it a circular linked list, right? So it would be something like this. Now the thing is, after getting a new head and after getting a tail at this position, what we'll do next is we'll make this tail pointing towards null, right? And when it will be pointing towards null, then after that, our new linked list would be simply like this: 4, 5, 1, 2, and 3. So this would be our new linked list. And after doing this, we would be easily able to return our answer as n head. That is a new head. So this is how we can do this question with keeping all the pointers in mind and easily by checking without having any means anything like that we have missed out any pointer or something like that. And moreover, as we are going till the end of the length of the linked list, so that's why the solution is simply of time complexity order of n. So yeah, here the time complexity is simply order of n, and as we are not using any extra space, so again the time complexity would be order of 1. So now this was the view that how we could devise the solution. So now let me walk you through the code that how we can code this solution. So the thing was, for this particular solution, we first check that does the linked list really exist. If that linked list exists, if that linked list does not exist, that is head pointing towards head equals to null, then we'll simply return that head itself. That is, will return null. Then next point, we are first required to find the length, right? So here I have taken a variable int length equals to 1 so that we could go ahead with the number of nodes. And then I'm dividing these two variables, which are the pointers of list node type. And the new head and the tail is there. Then I'm simply pointing these towards the head of the linked list, which is being given as input. Until now, as a length was 1, that is the length of this head, right? So that's why length is 1. Now here I'm simply checking for the number of total nodes which are there. So it will simply start from tails next. It will check that till when tail next really exists, right? And then because here we are simply doing this tails next and next, right? So we are required to check that tails next really exists. So we are not pointing towards some null pointer and some null pointer error occurs. So that's why we are simply doing while tail next and then tail equals to tails next, right? Because earlier we have already counted the length equals to 1, so we are not required to count from there. So that's why we are earlier only making tail equals to tails next and then incrementing the count. Now, like this, we would be easily able to count the length of the linked list, and after that, we'll simply make it a circular linked list. Tails next would be pointing towards head, right? Now, this was that particular portion that we are required to make it a circular linked list, and then Here what we are doing means that point where we are simply making our k equals to k percentage length. That is whatsoever value of k is there, even if it is greater than the length, then also we would be simply able to check for the same. And then what we are doing here is we are simply going for int I equals to 0, length minus k and I plus plus. So that means when it is here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, means that first one only. And then we are starting from here, it will go here, here, and then it will come here, right? Length minus k, I is equal to 0, I 0, here it is. Length minus k will be simply less than that, right? So it should point here, but it will come here. And now what it will, till then it will be at this particular position, right? And then after coming out of this particular, then what we would be doing is we'll simply take that new head equals to tails next, means we'll make this as a new head, and then our tail, which was here, it will be simply pointing towards the null, right? And then we'll be simply, because it was a circular linked list, right? So that's why it will be simply able to, when it will simply destruct from here, it will be simply able to return our whole linked list as it is. So this was how it was required to be done. And time complexity and space complexity I've already explained. So this was all about this question. If you have any doubt about the same, you could comment that. And so this was all. Thank you.